Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Wait till some people get up in here, man. See what y'all chop it up with y'all, man. See what y'all thought about Bogdan or Bogdan Dinu versus Pulev. It was Pulev's ESPN debut. We know he's with Top Rank. Also chop it up about Nathan Gorman. I seen Gorman's fight, just watched it against Kevin Johnson. Tyrone Smith was good, man. James Coleman, what's up? Wait till a few more people pile up in here, man. I'm gonna give my opinion about Pulev and Dinu and Nathan Gorman and Johnson. Then I'm gonna get to the comments, see what y'all got to say. We'll go from there. All right. I don't expect this one to be long. I know I always say that, but I want to watch these NCAA tournament games, man. So, AZ, what's up? Um, October 4th was good. Jonathan Roos, what's up, man? Well, as people's piling in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, man. Dave Watson, what's up? All right, well, God of War, what's up? First of all, if you would have asked me 3, 4 years ago, man, uh, or 2 years ago, 2, 3 years ago, would I ever expected Kubrat Pulev to be fighting Bogdan Dinu in a fight in America for a headliner? I would have probably laughed at that idea. All right, so as an American heavyweight, boxing fan or just a heavyweight fan here in America, I like that these guys are coming over here, man. I love shit more boxing for me. You dig what I'm saying? I love that they over here. Blood boxing was good, brother. Retro boxing documentaries. So for me personally, I love it. You dig what I'm saying? Pulev versus Dinu on ESPN on just a random Saturday during the NCAA tournament here in America. Shit, I'm all for it. Throw it on. You dig what I'm saying? Um, Now it's good that they had Pulev fight in Cali if he is going to fight here in America. Fight in Cali because I looked it up really quick, just some quick research. Um, the highest population of people with Bulgarian descent is in California, followed by Illinois, and I think New York was next. All right, so that was smart on their part to at least put them in Cali. When the fight first started, man, you'd have thought that this fight was in Sofia, the way they were saying Pulev, Pulev. So obviously there are people there supporting them, or there were people there last night supporting them. Um, the venue wasn't all that big, but just to even hear, just them scream Pulev, um, that's a good look for him. Now, as far as the fight itself, man, right now watching the fight again, it's in round three. Pulev is not a bad, or when it comes to entertainment, he is a pretty entertaining fighter. Even when he fought Klitschko, he got dominated. I thought he was doing some good things in that fight with Klitschko. I thought there was times in the fight where he was out jabbing Klitschko, but even when Klitschko was knocking him down, Pulev was getting up. I know one time he stood on one leg to show the ref that he was, that he wasn't out of it when he stood up. You know what I'm saying? He has some personality. Now, us Americans can't understand a damn thing he's saying, but as far as personality to the division and bringing a little bit of flair, he does have that. He does have it. He just doesn't speak English, you know what I mean? But he does have that. He's always had that. He always had that little side to him. Pulev has. All right. Now I watched it live yesterday. I'm watching round three. Pulev was being very aggressive. That's one thing you want to do on your US debut is come out and fight aggressive. Don't fight off the back foot. Don't show us, excellent outboxer skill. We don't want to see that. All right. We want to see you be aggressive, even if it's out of the realm of what you like to do sometimes. If you want to come over and impress, he did a good job, in my opinion, yesterday coming over here. He fought like Pulev, how he always fights. All right. He comes out with that kind of not a high guard to where he's shielding up like this, but kind of with his arms apart, standing straight up, doesn't bend at the waist a lot, uses jab, use it as a thudding jab. He probes with it sometimes and he'll stick it in there hard. He was leading with the left hook, throwing good right hands. He was pressing Dinu. All right, Dinu, man, Romanian fighter. Dinu is not as bad as he shows he is towards the end of his fights, these last two fights in particular that he lost to Miller and Pulev. As you notice, or I noticed, he has some good work in the fight. He was landing some good combinations. There was one combination that I seen Tim Bradley and Andre Ward and Joe Tessitore. They didn't even say nothing about it, but he came in. He led with he led with a left hook, left uppercut, then a straight right hand. So it was hook, uppercut, right hand. They didn't even say anything. I'm like, man, that was some good work right there. Me, I don't know, man. I just like to pay attention to details and those little type of things when they're getting their work off, when they're getting their punches off. Um, there was times where he was throwing 6 or 7 jabs in a row off the back foot, circling, timing Pulev a little bit here and there, but it wasn't enough, and it was not enough to keep Pulev at bay. All right, it was some little pepper shots here and there, but I thought Pulev was controlling the fight, although there was some very competitive rounds early and some competitive moments. All right, now the big moment that I'm not going to forget to talk about, all right, is when Pulev threw that nice, or when, I'm sorry, when Dinu threw that nice right hand and put a cut over Pulev's eye. Then he went for it. Once he got that cut, he seen blood. He actually went for it. But Pulev is tough, man. Dinu went for it, but Pulev is a tough dude, man. The dude is tough. He's not the yeah, he went for it, and Pulev overcame that. There it is right there. He caught him, and he hurt him too. And that's blood just streamed. He just caught him. It's the fourth round. Happened around the 2 minute and 30 second mark. Pulev was aggressive. I mean, Dinu, I'm sorry. Dinu was aggressive. He's pushing it back with the jab. He's trying to land an overhand right to that eye. He was hitting a lot of gloves. He should have slowed down a little bit, man. He punched himself. He was trying to go to the body, but a lot of them punches Pulev was catching with his elbow. He should have tried to, I know he's seeing blood and he just wanted to go in attack mode, but he should have kind of did some sharpshooter type of stuff where he uses jab, use your jab, probe with it, and try to find openings. You dig what I'm saying? He is gushing blood, man. I thought they did a good job on his cut. And Pulev and Dinu went on the attack for about 45 straight seconds, because right now it was like a minute 40. He's still going. Pulev is still trying to recover. Now it's a minute and 30. So like the last minute, he did go on the attack. So I can't say that Dinu didn't try to at least go in there and try to finish the dude, or at least try to hurt him even more. He tried, but the attack was, I thought he was smothering his own work by getting really close. Dinu to me is a better puncher when he gets full extension and he can turn a little bit. You know what I mean? Pulev is gushing blood. Or he was gushing blood last night. Now Pulev is turning around the last minute of the round. Now Pulev is stalking a little bit. He was using his jab. Nice right hand by Pulev. Pulev was letting a lot more right hands go. He fought very aggressive last night. Even with that cut, when that happened, I was sitting there thinking like, man, because even when I did my prospect watch on Dinu, he has a good solid fundamental base, meaning like he can work with the high guard, use the jab, throw the right hand, come back with the left hook, circle. He has some good fundamentals. It's just mentally sometimes though, and I like what Eddie Mustafa Muhammad did. Former champion himself. You know, you guys seen him training in the Mayweather gym all the time. And I didn't get to see it visually, but Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, and Tessitore was talking about it, I guess, after round one. I believe it was round one or could have been round two. But Pulev was coming back to his corner just standing up. He wasn't sitting down. Muhammad noticed that, so he pulled the stool. He pulled the stool so Dinu won't sit down either. So he had him in the right mind frame, man, to win this fight on every aspect, even if it's just little warfare, little game of chess. You dig what I'm saying? Little things like that matter, man. Cause like, oh, you're not sitting down over there? Well, shit, I ain't gonna sit down either. You dig what I'm saying? Some people may say, nah, man, you do, if you need to sit down, sit down. But I like that he was able to do that. I like that Mustafa seen that and was like, nah, man, you're gonna stand up as well. You're younger. They did fight each other in the amateurs. Pulev beat him in the amateurs, outpointed him in the amateurs. Dinu could have been a Olympic hopeful in 2008, but he came over here to Chicago. Damn. He came over here to Chicago and he got into some trouble. Allegedly, something, him and some of his Romanian teammates went into a store and they stole something. All right. So that was back in 2008. I know he was, could have been possibly represented them in the Olympics. All right. So that's why when you see the little success he had in this fight against Pulev, or some of the success he was having against Miller early, you can say that none of that shit was hurting Miller. But I thought he was getting points off and winning rounds against Miller, and that didn't surprise me at all. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it about the style breakdown of it, man. And then it just looked like Dinu, man, he just has like some quit in him, man. When I watch him, even in the Miller fight, Miller landed a good combination at the end of that fight to put him down, but it looks like he didn't look like he wanted to get up. In this fight, when he went down and I thought it was over, the ref said that count the knockdown, but Pulev was, he hit him in the back of the head. But it looked like Dinu wanted the fight to be over, man. Looked like he was trying to see if he could win this shit off of, cutting Pulev, hopefully, or see if they'll disqualify him or something. He did not look like he wanted to get up. Then he got right back up. He just stopped throwing. I don't know if he broke his hand. I don't know if it's something wrong with his shoulder. He just went straight defense. And it was times where Pulev was just putting pressure on him with the jab, and Dinu just stopped throwing punches, man. He just stopped throwing. Now it's round 5 right now. He still has some fight in him, but towards the end here, man, round 6 and 7, he just looked like he just mentally just gave up. Physically looked like he could have got up and continued, but he just gave up. Tim Bradley said, and that's what Tim Bradley said, that he spoke to Dinu after the Miller fight, or about the Miller fight, and said, man, Tim Bradley said that he told him that it looked like you quit. Tim Bradley said that Dinu told him that he had lockjaw. I don't even know, I guess, you know what I mean? But it looked like he quit, man. All right, on top of getting hurt as well. But in this one, he just stopped throwing, looked too willing to go to the canvas. And Pulev did what he had to do. Got the victory, good fight. You know what I mean? So if people say that Pulev, had a good victory and he looked good and blah, 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 well, then I don't want to hear nobody say that Jarrell Miller ain't beat nobody. All right, we can't do that shit, man. We can't praise Pulev for beating Dinu and then turn around and say Jarrell Miller ain't beat nobody. All right. Good solid win, man, against this guy that has good fundamentals, but mentally not up there with the higher heavyweights. All right. Pulev, not Pulev, but Dinu. Hopefully I haven't been making a mistake while I've been doing this live stream, calling Pulev Dinu and Dinu Pulev. But Dinu, I think, go back to the drawing board, man, get some journeymen, build up for another 3-4 fights, probably do it in your home country or around your home country. Get some journeymen, try to get your mind right again, man, and then try to, one last hurrah against a notable up-and-coming prospect, because I think right now he's had his chances, man. Fought on the zone against Miller, and he just fought on ESPN against Pulev. So a lot of chances from a guy from Romania that a lot of people never heard of, right? You dig what I'm saying? So couple journeymen, get your mind right, probably get some highlight reel KOs, get some good work, try to get in some quality camps with some other top heavyweights to work on not only what you need to work on, but to help them guys out, and then try to give it one more go. Because he doesn't have bad fundamentals, man. It's just mentally, he just seems to give up. Maybe that's embedded in him. I'm not sure. And even in this one, it looked like he was getting just beat to the point where he needed to give up. I thought he needed to just catch his breath, probably take a round off to just circle, use the jab. But he went straight defense, backed himself into the ropes, put the high guard up, and he had enough. Some people may say, well, he was dead tired. I don't think he was dead tired, man. He put his guards up, and he was actually bending and rolling shots to where it made Pulev just say, okay, let me stop smothering myself. See, this is where Pulev came in with his intelligence. When he had him against the ropes in the 7th trying to finish him, Pulev actually backed up a little bit to get more distance to land straight punches instead of getting in close, smothering his own work and hit a whole bunch of gloves and forearms and stuff like that. So Pulev helped us. He maintained his composure. He was actually smiling and shit when he got cut. He's always done little quirky stuff like that, man. If you guys don't believe me, go watch the Vladimir fight, man. When he was getting hurt and knocked down and shit, he was still getting back up. Vladimir literally had to separate that dude from his senses, man, for him to get him out of there, all right? I'm going to get to the comments in a minute, y'all, but let me talk about Nathan Gorman real quick and Johnson. We know Kevin Johnson knows how to survive, right? We know Kevin Johnson knows how to survive. He's real crafty and does a lot of savvy little things in there. He knows how to give you the shoulder, bend down, come in, grab you around your waist, chop you over the top with the right hand, let the ref separate, sneak back in with a quick jab. He does all these little crafty little things. I thought Gorman did what he was supposed to do. I thought Gorman could have went to the body a little bit more. Gorman did fight with a low jab by his hip, a la Larry Holmes. He was flicking it at times. He did land some body work at times, throwing chopping, overhand rights, quick little left hooks when they're in close. Johnson did, well, it was more of Gorman just walking backwards, but Johnson was walking forward at times. Then Gorman would stop him in his tracks. It was that type of thing, man. He just outworked him. Uh, couldn't knock him out. Didn't try to really knock him out after a while. You know what I mean? He was just putting punches together, circling, did what he had to do to win. It was just a workman's like performance against a guy who was very hard to get out of there. Yes, I know Anthony Joshua stopped him. Yes, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Vitaly Klitschko couldn't stop him. Daniel Dubois couldn't stop him. Nathan Gorman just showed he couldn't stop him. Yes, I know that what's the guy from Croatia? Not Filip Perkovic, but Petar Malas did stop him, but it was on cuts, okay? Rather than that, that would have went the distance as well, all right? But I do think Malas did drop him, though. But Johnson just knows how to survive. It's almost getting to the point with some of these guys like Johnson, although they're good for up-and-comers to fight, it's almost getting to the point like, damn, how long is guys going to get credit for beating Johnson? You know, when you're entering the stage of just, losing double-digit fights and shit, man, it gets to the point where like, well, damn, how much credit we're going to keep giving guys for beating the same journeyman guys over and over and over again. Yeah, like Dinu didn't try to hold. He didn't do anything, man. He didn't try to hold. See, when Pulev got hurt, what did he do? He tried to back up, hold. He was doing stuff, and then Dinu. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I gotta say about Nathan Gorman, man. Hopefully, I'm gonna get back to this, but hopefully Gorman can fight Daniel Dubois. That's what I like to see him fight. Cash Ali. I know Cash Ali is getting ready to fight David Price. He's an undefeated. I think he's like 15-0 over there in the UK. Hopefully, if Cash Ali beats David Price, I wouldn't mind if his name got thrown in with guys like Nathan Gorman, Daniel Dubois, guys like that. Yes, I know that the British heavyweight title, they ordered Dubois versus Joe Joyce for that. All right, um, but I was still, if they mix it up, however they mix it up, I like to see it. Whether it's Dubois versus Joyce or it's Gorman versus Joyce or Cash Ali or vice versa, whatever it is. If they can get a mixture of them guys fighting early, that's fine with me. All right. But back to this though. When Dinu had put the cut, well, when he threw Pulev with the right hand, he gave him his cut. When guys are in close and you can still like throw little chopping shots, it's not, yes, you don't have leverage on it. Yes, it's not a knockout. You're trying to knock a guy out. But those shots are frustrating, man. When you're in close and you're clinching and the guy has his free hand just trying to, chop you over the top while you guys are standing there, that shit can get annoying. And I thought Dinu should have done some of the little savvy veteran things, which is tie up with Pulev and then start chopping him and start chopping around that eye. You know what I mean? Some of you may say, hey, man, he's in there fighting. You dig what I'm saying? Do whatever you can do to win, man, within the rules to some degree. But he should have been chopping that eye. He wasn't aiming the jab at the eye. Nothing. He wasn't trying to set up to the body, then come over the top to the eye. Nothing. It's like he gave that little burst. After he put the cut on him, he had a burst for a minute, and then that was it. Okay, it's round 7. It's the round it ends. Like he started to get tired, man. And Pulev stayed very aggressive. So to me, wasn't a bad outing for Pulev. And here in America, man, if you want to, make a splash over here or whatever over here, show us. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of Americans over here, they just want you to show us. So get on TV and show us what you got. We don't want to hear about it. Just show us. You know what I mean? So he went down and then it was just on the ground, man. He did not want to get up. They were even asking him to get up, and he just wouldn't get up. He just wouldn't get up, man. Like the ref's like, get up so I can check your eye. Get up. He just wouldn't do it. Then I think the physician came in, the doctor was saying, get up, get up. It got to the point where the ref just like, all right, just get up, just get up when you're ready. I would have been like, hey man, get up before we stop it, man. You dig what I'm saying? But he did get back up. And then the first flurry Pulev put on him, he went back down pretty much, man. All right. 19 minutes of me talking. Let me see what y'all talking about. All right. AZ says, Pulev Dinu was a good fight, surprisingly, because Pulev isn't exciting. My man Blood Boxer says, peace, family. Steve Aruki says, hey, what's up? Lala D says, good afternoon. Is Anthony Peterson a good fighter? I've never saw him fight. I mean, he's decent. I think he's better than his brother, Lamont. Mark Wunderlich, what's good, bro? October 4th says that cut over Pulev's eye was scary. I thought Dinu was about to get a TKO by doctor stoppage and get a Mando shot against AJ. Man, bro, when it happened, the first thing went off in my mind was I told y'all upset gonna happen. I told y'all, and then he couldn't finish it, man. And again, Dinu's not horrible. He just exhibits some quit in him once it gets rough for him, man. Well, some people may consider that horrible, but you guys get what I'm saying. He has good fundamentals, man. Lala D says good. Okay. Steven Oroki said, who wins, Fury or Joshua? I would probably favor Tyson Fury. His style is just gives people problems. Yes, I have said before that I think Joshua and Wilder beats him, but that was before I seen Fury fight Wilder. And that was during the time I said that. I believe I said that when Fury was out of the ring and he was close to 400 pounds. I didn't think he would come back, and he did come back. I didn't know how he would look when he did come back. All right. But based on styles, though, I can see Fury outpointing Anthony Joshua. But I'll really have to sit down and really evaluate the styles on that one. But just going off the top, I would favor Fury based on styles. What do I mean by that? Being able to use his legs, being able to tie AJ up on the inside, be able to out quick Anthony Joshua and pepper him with shots. But Joshua, I think, will have a good chance of catching Tyson Fury, because unlike Wilder looking for big right hands behind a probing jab, Wilder was landing some left hooks, but it was after his straight right hands. See, Pulev went down again. I think AJ's a better combination puncher, and he does it more often. But you seen what Parker was able to do. Some of the success he was having was when he was moving on his legs and fighting off that back foot. And you seen Takam and Pulev, or not Pulev, but Povetkin made Joshua adjust a little bit when they were showing upper body movement a little bit. You know what I mean? And Tyson Fury can do all that, legs and upper body movement. So if he can do both, it's really like, well, shit, I don't, you know what I mean? I'd see him outpointing him. AZ says American heavyweight scene is going up. You just need some young, good American contenders. We have them. People just don't take the time out to go watch them. Jermaine Franklin is one of them. Adam Konowski, to me, is still a guy, even though he's Polish, but he's an American. He grew up here in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? But there are some good ones, man. Let me see here. Felix Nunez says Pulev still a high-rated heavyweight. Yeah, he's never. My only knock, and I've always had Pulev as a legit top 10 heavyweight. That's never changed for the last 4 years. Since I started this new channel in 2015, I had him as a high-rated heavyweight top 10. Legit. Nothing has changed. The only knock on him was the way some of us think he dealt with the Anthony Joshua situation as far as fighting Joshua a year or so ago, or 2 year, whenever it was, last year or whatever. And some of the stay busy fights that he had, Kevin Johnson and Samuel Peter. You dig what I'm saying? But when he gets in there and you put him, he's one of them dudes, man. He's going to show what he got when he gets in there with somebody many of us view as top guys. He's not going to be an easy out. Jonathan Roos says Pulev looked pretty good. Not Roji. He says Pulev is setting himself up to be KO'd by AJ. Let's call you Brez. I know you're a long time subscriber, man, but I never knew how to pronounce your name the right way, your screen name. Let's say Brez. Brez says, what's good, Mr. Boxing? Stephen Aroki says, okay. He says, okay, so you say what's up to everyone and leave me out? I'm off. Come on, man. You sound like a female, bro. I must have missed your comment, man, but I didn't say hi to you. What the fuck? You didn't say hi to me. Oh, okay, man. But that sounded like some female shit. I didn't say hi to you. Hi. Let me see here. Levi Khan says Dinu cracked Pulev, so Pulev is finished. He's 38 years old and has no defense anymore. Pulev, to me, in my opinion, bro, was never a defensive specialist. He was never, Pernell Whitaker or like a Chris Bird or anybody like that. He was always just he used his jab to me as his defense jab, and he would go on his back foot slightly just to create space and keep jabbing. He was never like bending at the waist, making you miss, giving you the shoulder. Like, to me, he's never fought like that. Mark Blake says, "Peace, fam." Riz says, "Come on, Pulev." He says, "Team Pulev all the way." Lala D says, "Steven, don't be so sensitive." Yeah, bro. I mean, but if you're mad, if the guy's mad, and say hi to him. I thought I said what's up to everybody. I actually did. I said it after I said what's up to Blood. But anyways, P Money was good, man. Okay, I want Steve Aruki says, Lala, I don't think he likes me. Okay, P Money says Pulev gets beat by any of the top heavyweights. Pulev stepped up once and was soundly beaten by Vlad. He hasn't fought anyone of that caliber since. I hope he gets in with the top fighter next. Um, I don't think he. I wouldn't favor him over the Wilder, Joshua, Fury, Ortiz, based on styles, but you never know though, man, because I consider Dillian White like a top six somewhere in there, like that top heavyweight. And on paper, you would think that he would dominate a guy like Chisora, but styles make fights. I know he KO'd Chisora badly in their second fight, but if you total up all those rounds they fight in the first fight and their second fight, all pretty much competitive, close fight. You know what I mean? So to me, it's a style thing. I think he will have a good chance of being a guy like Joseph Parker. Him and Dillian White may be a be a good one. You just never know, man. It's all about just style makeup, man. You know what I mean? AZ says Dinu is a 4 round fighter, no stamina. To me, it's not even about his stamina, bro. It's his mental makeup because he didn't look dead tired. He just looked like mentally he was like, I'm done. That's what I see. I just see somebody that mentally just like, I'm done. That's what he looks like. Because even when he was in the seventh round that he got beat, if you're that tired, your arms are going to feel like anchors and your arms are going to be down. You can see when somebody's dead tired. Some guys can fight when they're tired. Holyfield used to do it a lot. Some guys can't actually fight. Muhammad Ali was one of the best at doing it. But some guys can fight when they're tired. Um, he wasn't necessarily throwing punches back, but when you got your guard up and you can bend, roll, duck, parry, and you're doing everything, you're bending at the waist, you're not tired. You're just not throwing punches. I think he got the will beat out of him, man. And I think once he gets in those that hot water, he just says, I'm good. Meaning I don't want no more. But that's what I saw though. If you think he was tired though, that's what's up. But it looked like to me he was more mentally fatigued, if anything. October 4th says I was watching the fight with my friend and his lady, and she's Bulgarian. She was screaming for Pulev. I never seen her care that much about boxing until last night. That's what's up, man. Lala D says, Steven, who cares? Just enjoy the content. Um, Not Roger, he says Amir, or he says Aram might set Fury up against Pulev. I can see that possibility of that. Or Pulev. I wouldn't mind seeing Pulev versus Oscar Rivas. They could have a rematch of their fight they had in the Olympics that Rivas beat him. This was actually a rematch from the Olympics, or not the Olympics, but from amateurs. Pulev versus Dinu they actually fought in the amateurs. Pete Money says, "What's good, Mr. Boxing?" Adam Nichols says, "White needs better opponent than Piles, to be honest." Uh, I don't know, man. This dude is tripping, yo. I don't know if he's a troll. I don't know, but this dude's complaining about me saying hi to him. It's just fucking crazy. Um, this must be a joke. This must be a joke. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm glad we're on live. Let me see if I can do what I've been meaning to do, man. If I can hand out wrenches and all this type of shit. Let me see here. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm trying to see if I can. Let me see. Nope, I can't do it on my fucking phone, man. Damn. Ross Clock was good, man. Oh, okay. I can't hand out wrenches, but now I can remove shit. Bet. Put user in timeout. Hide user on this channel. Remove report. Okay, bet. So now where there is some trolls, I'll go ahead and give them what they want. Bet. I can't get. I still don't know how to give out wrenches on here though. All right, so let's get back to the comment section, man. Um, where the hell was I at? Let me see here. Wilder cannot box. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me get back up. Let me get back up here, y'all. I'm just getting back up to where I was, man. Damn. You guys have a lot of damn comments. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, let me just. Okay, so, all right. I'm not even reading that no more, man. I'm done with that shit. Let me see here. Diobi Anuli says, Mr. Boxing today, box top Lennox Lewis or dreadlocks Lennox. I'm gonna go with dread Lennox. Both good fighters, but I'm going with the dread, the dreads with the bun. Hey, because remember, there were short dread Lennox. You dig what I'm saying? So there's box top Lennox, short dread Lennox, and then the Lennox that have to like put them long ass dreads in a little, I don't know, a little bun or whatever in the back. I'm going with bun Lennox. So you got to add a third Lennox, bun Lennox. All right. So I'm going with the Lennox with the dreads and the bun. He was much more patient, man. He was much more patient, and his jab was surgical. He had a little bit more weight on him, but good weight. It wasn't like he was fat, but just good bulk on him. And you're going to encounter hell if you were to rush in on him because he had that uppercut working and that big right hand behind him, man. So I'm going with Lennox with the dreads and the bun. Let me see. What's up? Yeah, you can have one. Got one of my younger brothers over here. Let me see. Yes, P Money is very suspect. Okay, AZ says Pulev wants Rivas next. He wants revenge for Olympic Games, apparently. Good, then. I actually was just saying that. I think that'd be a good match as well, man. I think it'd be very entertaining. Now ESPN has another match to make if they want to put somebody on a Fury undercard or pair, you know what I mean? Rivas and Pulev. Pulev just got a stoppage. Rivas has got a stoppage. Only one loss between both fighters. It's fresh in everybody's mind. I think that'd be a good fight for ESPN. All right, bro. I said what's up, man. I'm not. Maybe I'm. But what time? Okay, that was a while ago. I'm catching up because a lot of these messages say like 2:45 next to him, and it's 3:11. So I got to catch up, man. Let me see. AZ says no pressure on Pulev. He can fight whoever he wants till his AJ mandatory is called. Rivas would be a great fight. Pulev, Pulev's been fighting with no pressure for a while. He fought Sam Peter, there was no pressure. Fought Kevin Johnson, there was no pressure. Just fought Dinu, there was minimal pressure. So yeah, he's been doing it for a while, bro. Like there's nothing new. Um, Dio Blinuli says Dinu is another skilled bum like Kingpin. He'll get fed to Dubois soon. Uh, AZ says, yeah, I can see Dubois talking Dinu out or taking Dinu out next. AZ says Dinu gassed out badly after round 4. Shower Pondem says, salute Mr. Boxing. AJ going to eat Pulev alive. Briz says, yeah, but Miller has beat nobody in general. Okay. When you say nobody, do you mean he hasn't beat Dillian White? He hasn't beat Luis Ortiz. He hasn't beat Adam Konaski. He hasn't beat Deontay Wilder. He hasn't beat Tyson Fury. He hasn't beat any of those guys. But he has beat Marius Wack, who other people have beat, Povetkin, Klitschko. And when they beat him, people said, hey, he beat Marius Wack. All right, he did beat Johan Duhaupas, who was beaten by Erkin Tepper and Deontay Wilder and Povetkin. When those guys beat him, they say, hey, Deontay Wilder beat Johan Duhaupas, or Povetkin knocked out Johan Duhaupas. You see how that sweet knockout with the left hook on Johan Duhaupas? Miller did it as well. At this point, it is what it is, man. Because a lot of these guys that that are on some of these guys' resumes who you say haven't beat anybody, those same guys have got beaten by the same guys. Right now, we're getting left in a quandary. We're kind of in a quagmire right now because when you keep passing off the same fringe contenders and throwing alley-oop, taking a journeyman and throwing an alley-oop to another boxer, he catching and dunk it backwards, you know what I mean? When you keep just having a round robin of fighting the same fringe contenders, the same journeyman, it gets kind of repetitive. That's why you always hear me say a lot of these undefeated and one-loss guys need to start fighting each other, man. You dig what I'm saying? Start fighting each other more, because if not, everybody's going to be passing around the same fringe contender. That's why I said, how much more credit can people get for beating Kevin Johnson? You dig what I'm saying? But that's just me, though. But if you think he beat nobody in general, that's cool, too. P Money says, I may be eating crow with that one. Okay, he's talking to La. God of War says, I found it funny how the ESPN dude acted like Pulev is some obscure journeyman. This man was top-notch in the amateurs for a decade and was a top-ranked guy for years in the pros. Well, God of War, you got to understand, he's never fought here in America. This is his first time in America, and Americans, even some hardcores, they're not going to say, okay, I got to work today, go to the grocery store, do homework with the kids, got some yard work to do, gotta paint the room downstairs, and then for some entertainment I'm gonna look up Kubrat Pulev. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be somebody in my like a hardcore fan of the heavyweight division to watch Pulev. Or if you remember when he fought Klitschko on ESPN, I'm sorry, not ESPN, but that fight was the HBO. Is that fight on HBO? You dig what I'm saying? So here, bro, it's kind of hard to explain to you guys sometimes, but there's a lot more things to do. Like, people would rather watch the NBA games. They'd rather watch the Golden State or watch the football games, or the NCAA tournament's about to start or it's already started. Baseball, there's shit like that. Nobody's sitting around saying, let me look up Kubrat Pulev. Now, me and you know who Kubrat Pulev, well, we know who Kubrat Pulev is. We know he was Olympian and he's a solid heavyweight, but yeah, nobody here is going to be looking up Kubrat Pulev. And it was good that he was on ESPN. You know what I mean? And we can just start from there. But yeah. But no, he's not an obscure journeyman at all. I think he's a solid heavyweight. Solid. I think he's solid. Roz Clock 222. What's up, brother? He says Big Baby Miller made easy work for Dinu. Yes, I thought Dinu was winning the first couple rounds, but to me that was more just Jarrell filling it out, trying to get close to smother him and beat him down. Stephen Oruko says, I believe Fury has everyone's number in the heavyweight division. Possibly. Possibly. I mean, I literally thought the Wilder fight was a draw. I thought Fury won 7 rounds 2-5. Had he got knocked down, I would have had him winning the fight. But Fury's just a tough matchup for anybody, man. Even for Wilder, if they were to rematch, to me, I think it's tough. James Dag says, "How does Dinu lose the Pulev affect Big Baby Miller's boxer rating?" I don't think it does anything. It just showed that both guys are a lot better than Dinu, and Miller was able to stop him quicker. And Pulev got punched with a good right hand and got cut. To me, styles still make fights. You know what I mean? So it just means that Miller got him out of there got him out of there quicker. AZ says Big Baby would probably beat Pulev if you ask my opinion. I could see that. I could see him walking through Pulev, um, being able to smother Pulev, and because Pulev, when he gets in close, he likes to clinch and hold. We know that Miller wants to punch out of clinches. I could see him pressuring him, and it could be competitive early. I could see Pulev actually winning some early rounds, landing a jab, landing shots behind the jab, mainly uppercuts and looping right hands. And then I could see Miller beating him to the body and turning it around late. Grandmaster Flash, what's up, man? He says Johnson just turns up for a paycheck these days, all defense, no offense. Rural Child Vision says, how do you compare Dubois and Gorman's fight against Johnson? They went in there and showed they can go the distance when they couldn't knock a guy out. I think Dubois was more aggressive. He stayed more aggressive. I think Gorman was kind of going in and out of being aggressive, going on the back foot, throwing little chopping shots in close, holding, going to the jab, then be aggressive. He was doing more of that, showing just different uh, facets to his game. But I thought Dubois was putting more pressure on him. But to me, it just showed these guys can hang in there with somebody that's savvy. You know what I mean? So they're learning, learning how to pick their shots, learning when to turn it up. I thought Gorman could have went to the body more. Thought he could have went to the body a little bit more against Kevin Johnson. Let me see here. Steven Aruki says, he's talking to AZ. P Money says Peterson better win tonight. He's talking to Lala. Stephen Aruki says Wilder is a clown of a fighter. He looks stupid. Stephen Aruki says Fury would destroy him in a rematch. Let me see here. Hope Bradley says Dinu did get hit in the back of the head pretty hard. He could have had the fight stopped, but he didn't. And it also looked like he was trying to get it stopped by the way he was rolling around and sitting there and not getting up when they're asking him to get up. But hey, I'm not the one in there getting hit in the back of the head, right? Stephen Aroki says Wilder punches Lime a big stupid windmill. Okay. Lala D says Steven, you mad? Okay, she's talking to Steven. Big Nick said, what's up, Mr. Boxing Day 2? What's good, bro? Stephen Aroki says, are you actually joking me? Okay, let me see. Stephen Aroki says Fury schooled him and got robbed. Okay, Black Ham TV, what's good, brother? He says, peace. Stephen Aroki says Fury is getting in better shape each day. All right, Black Ham TV says both basic ass fighters. Were you talking about the Pulev fight yesterday, bro? I'm catching up on the comments, man, so I'm trying to read these as fast as possible. P Money was good, bro. He says, Steve, he's talking to Steve. Eric Swade says, took the words out of my mouth. P Money, Pulev needs to step up his competition and quit cherry picking. Arjun Gunnathy says, at Mr. Box Today 2, how are you, big man? Hope is well. Doing great, man. Doing this real quick. Then we'll watch some of these NCAA tournament games. P Money says, you are a fool, Steve. Rise Clock 222 says, I have Fury winning a close decision, but the draw didn't disappoint me. Stephen Aroki says, how did he knock him out? James Jackson says, do you reckon Dubois and Joe Joyce will fight? And if so, who you got? Man, that's a good one, man. I may lean towards Dubois, but who knows? Because Joyce is very experienced. He's a very experienced fighter. Not so much his pro fights, but the World Series of Boxing. He's been in a plethora of training camps. So he has an innumerable amount of experience compared to Danny Dubois. Dubois may have a little bit better technique, but what's going to happen when he gets punched in the face, and punched in the face meaning he might get wobbled or hurt, or he may lost that round or lost this round or lost the first 2 rounds. How will he deal with that type of pressure from a big fighter like Joyce? Who knows? How will Joyce deal with possibly being countered by some big shots by Dubois? We'll have to see. Do I think the fight will happen? I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. I know it's ordered for the British heavyweight title, but I'm really not sure. I think Joyce is more wanting a bigger name. I think he wants like a, Kaunaski or somebody like that. I know his coach, Sanchez, said he's not ready for the top guys yet, being that he's 33, 34, 30, I think he's 33, something like that. But when will he be ready? I mean, it's not like he's 21 years old, although he isn't some war torn, beat up, been knocked out 13 times type of guy. You know what I mean? But that may be a toss up in my opinion. But y'all should let me know who you think will win. Stephen Aoki says Fury made the refs count, no problem. Stephen Aoki says then won the rest of round. Big Nick says at Mr. Box today too, didn't see Gorman versus Johnson, but from what you see so far, who wins Gorman versus Dubois? Man. I'm going to go with Dubois. I'm going to go with Dubois. We'll go with Dubois on that one. Let me see here. Arjun Gunsby says, I agree with you. At Stephen Aoki. Stephen Aoki says, okay, so we got a couple Wilder fans here. Arjun Gunsby says, but this is the beauty of boxing. We all pick sides. Lala D, okay, she's talking Lala D. She says, Stephen, he knows better than to rematch. This time he'll need a 10-minute count, count instead of 20 seconds. Stephen Aoki says, yes, he recognized me. I'm so happy. I feel important. Roscott22 says, our favorite Fury AJ also, but real close fight. Let me see here. Grandmaster, okay, James Coleman's talking to Steve Aoki. Grandmaster flashes, Fury still needs another year to get back to his feet. No, I think he's ready now, bro. But that's just me. I mean, we've had this conversation. I mean, if that's what you feel, that's cool. I like listening to the fighter. You dig what I'm saying? And he sounded like a very confident man, in my opinion. All right, he got down into really good shape. And people keep saying this ain't the Fury that fought Klitschko, or this ain't, to me, shit. When was the best Fury? Like, where's the best Fury at? Was it against Klitschko? Was it against Derek Chisora in the first or second fight? Was it against Christian Hammer? Was it against Nikolai Furtha? Was it against Steve Cunningham? I mean, where is he at? Was it the Klitschko fight? I'm just asking a question. Like, where was he at? Because to a lot of people, a lot of fans who I converse with, their opinions is the Klitschko and Fury fight was the most boring shit they ever seen in their life. To me, it was just, a good tech. I enjoyed the fight from the technical side of it. You dig what I'm saying? So was that the best him, where a lot of people felt as if it was a snooze fest? Was that the best version of him? Just asking, man. Y'all tell me what you think. Stephen Aoki says Wilder can't not box. Let me see here. World Child Vision, what's up? He says Tom Schwartz is underrated. He's the #1 lineal heavyweight contender in the world. Lineal heavyweight contender means he's the man who beat the man that lost to the man. Dating back to John L. Sullivan. All right, man. Roscloud222 says fanboys and girls complaining about the Fury KO because Fury was able to finish the round good. I'm glad the ref let it continue. The rest of the round was good. Yeah, I thought Fury got up and if you want to say won the rest of the round, but it was a 10-8 round in Wilder's favor. Fury got up and finished like a champ, in my opinion. He finished that like a champ. But I still think he lost around 10-8. I know some people saying, no, it was more 10-9. Well, if he, with I mean, I don't think he won the round to the point where it was like, oh shit, he might drop Wilder. Oh damn. Oh shit, he about to drop him. It wasn't like that. It was like, okay, he's fighting back. Okay, good little flurry. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. It was like that. It wasn't like, in my opinion, like he's about to drop the dude. Let me see here. Steve Aoki says, why would anyone who watched the first fight think Wilder has a chance? I don't know, because he knocked him on his ass twice. That's probably a good indicator of why people think he has a chance. Whenever you knock somebody down on their ass and they get up on the count of 9 both times, wouldn't you agree that he at least has a chance? Because what you're saying is he has no chance. So I think that he will at least have a chance to win the fight. But maybe that's just me, though. I don't get it. You don't have you knock the guy down twice. He gets up on the count of 9 on both times, and you say going into a rematch, he ain't got no chance though. Even if it's a puncher's chance, it's still a chance. Big Nick says, and Mr. Boxer Day too, I believe Michael Hunter has the potential to be a legit threat to all the heavyweight elite and be the best U.S. heavyweight. Um, I do think he'll go and get in there and give guys a run for their money. He's not afraid of size. He's been in a lot of Klitschko camps back in the day. Fought Usyk pretty tough, and he was able to handle much bigger guys. Where let's be honest, he was brought in as the opponent. When they brought him in to fight Martin Bacolia Lunga, they brought him in as an opponent. You dig what I'm saying? And he was able to upset a bigger up and coming prospect type of guy. All right. Then when they brought him in there with Ustinov, they brought him in as an opponent as well. Although Ustinov is a much older, big dude. What is he, about 6'8", damn near 300 pounds, and he was able to whoop his ass. You know what I mean? So I want to see Hunter in there with somebody, man, like a Konowski. I think that'd be a damn good scrap right there. Andrew Ruiz Jr., somebody like that. Andrew Ruiz, another one. Hawk Bradley says Pulev has always been legit. He's getting up there in age, though. I agree. Lala D says, you're not even a Fury fan, Steven. You're a Wilder hater. That's what it seems like. But, hey, it is what it is. Pulev says, hey, if y'all are conversing with each other, I'm not really going to read that because that's y'all. I'm trying to catch up right now. So probably once I catch up, I'll read what y'all are saying back and forth. All right. Rosclock22 says Pulev won't be easy for AJ. I don't think he'll be easy. I think AJ can get him out of there based on Pulev's style, especially when he gets in close. I think he'll be susceptible to getting hit with a whole bunch of combinations in close. To me, he's just more. And then when he goes backwards, he'll go backwards with his guard still out, and I think he'll be susceptible to anything coming down the middle, anything to the body. He'll put the high guard up, but he will be tough. He may get knocked down, get back up, stick his tongue out in Anthony Joshua. He's a tough dude, and he has some skill. You know what I mean? But I would pick AJ to beat Pulev. Adge Zips 234 says Dinu didn't want to get left. He says Dinu didn't want to get left prone or supine. You're right, man. He wanted to finish on his knee. He just was just too willing to just touch that canvas yesterday, man. Let me see here. D.O.B. Newley says, hey, Mr. Boxing, you didn't shout me out. He says, hey, Mr. Box, you didn't shout me out. I'm not your friend now. Yeah, dude was tripping, man. Simple Boy says, I'll say hi to you, Mr. Boxing, so I don't get anyone upset. Blackout says, what's up, Mr. Boxing? What's up, y'all? Christian Lewis says, hey, hi, Mr. Boxer today. Did you hear Pulev is looking to fight Rivas instead of Joshua? Now, that's a good fight, but it goes back to what I've been saying about Pulev when it's time for him to fight AJ. If this is true, what you're saying to me, and Christian Lewis, you're not the only one that have said this. I'm gonna look it up and do my own due diligence. Not that I don't trust you guys, but just for somebody that's going to be coming to this video and they get to this part of the video and say that never happened. once I do my research to confirm the information you guys are giving me, this goes back to what I've been saying about Pulev in regards to when it's time to fight AJ, there's always something else he wants to do. It just never fails. Now, last time it was because the money situation or injury. Then the time before that, it was I want to defend my EBU title. Then he goes ahead and vacates the title. There's always something, whether it's I want to defend my EBU title, I want to go the EBU route, or the money's not right with my management and my team, or I'm injured, or I want to revenge, or I want to fight. There's always something with him. So again, the Rivas fight is a good fight for Pulev. I would like that fight. It's not a bad fight, but you always conveniently have something else to do when it's time for you to fight Pulev. All right. Now, if Pulev is looking at this like, you know what, after AJ's fight with Miller, if he wins the fight, maybe Pulev has a feeling of, you know what, I know they're trying to make Wilder and Joshua. Let me just go ahead and plan on fighting Rivas just in case I have, just in case the fight with AJ doesn't come to fruition, I have me a plan B. You dig what I'm saying? Maybe he's trying to do some mastermind thing. You know what I mean? Possibly. Maybe he's trying to think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. But it's just right now you shouldn't even be you should have that in the back of your mind and keeping that low key to where we're not hearing about it. Your main focus should be like, you know what, man, forget undisputed and all this. I want my title shot. Like you should be lobbying for you to get your shot. Um, but it is what it is, man. Rosclot believes in this generation of heavyweights, Pulev, oh yeah, he says Pulev can compete with any one of these bums. Big Nick says Pulev doesn't fight AJ, ducked AJ the first time, doesn't and definitely won't fight him now. And I crazy, I just was talking about that. Um, Big Nick says Dinu is a quitter, quit against Big Baby. Hawk Bradley says Dinu was done mentally. He was in great shape. He was still able to punch. I agree. Let me see here. Let me scroll down, scroll down. Arel HL, what's up? He says Miller dispatched Bogdan Dinu way more easily than Pulev. Retros or die. 7-9 boxing was good, bro. He says, I'll take one. Glenn Wilson says, good evening, Mr. Boxing. What's up, man? Oh, see, I'm still catching up, y'all. Y'all talking about wrenches. I know I keep saying this, man, but I'm gonna just get to it one of these days, man. But let me see here. Tef Music says, if it's true that Tyson Fury is fighting Schwartz for the WBO mandatory, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if it's for the WBO mandatory, but since both guys are highly rated, Schwartz being number 2, and I believe Fury is number 4 or 5. Is it 4? And Dillian White's number 1, but I think Dillian White is trying to go his WBC route, but I'm not sure, man. It's a good question. I'm not sure. All right, man. I see y'all throwing other channels' names in here that I'm cool with. I don't get into continuity of talking shit about guys that I'm cool with, man. So I'm gonna just skip past them. October 4th. Oh, so you went on there October 4th? My kids got back from this birthday party, y'all. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. Damn. Because if not, it's gonna be real loud in here. I appreciate all you guys showing up. Uh I'm gonna get off for right now, man, because my kids about to come in here about to be loud and tell me about their time, man. So family time right now, y'all. But I appreciate you guys coming on here for an hour. Hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. You know what I mean? AZ, New Day, some other guys who I probably miss. Vino Pugilist. Who else was in here? Count Drago. And some more people. Some people like they're leaving troll comments, but I appreciate y'all showing up, man. All right. Y'all have fun? Did y'all have fun? All right. All right, y'all. I'm going, man. See you.